Dear Pixie, thank you for your questions. It is always easier to bring forth truth when direct questions are asked of us. I say us because I am just one part of a collective of beings. But for the purposes of our communication, you perceive me as being just one being. Like yourself, you are also part of a collective, but that is a whole other issue. For now, I will answer your direct questions. Firstly, you asked if the ascension of planet Earth is true. Well, there is no simple answer to that. Let me explain. It really depends on how you view ascension. If you see ascension as a process whereby only a great being in touch with God can accomplish a state of being far beyond most of our comprehension, a state whereby he or she is surrounded by brilliant white light and is carried off into a blissful reunion with the One, well, that is only one view of the process. This may well be the experience some beings have, but for the majority the experience is quite different. It can be exciting and beautiful and transformative for some, and very painful for others, depending on their mindset at the time. You see, Earth can only ascend when every single being on the planet wills it to be so. However, Earth is currently on a set course for an ascension process, but how that process actually manifests is up to the humanity on Earth and their thought processes and actions. There are many degrees of ascension, but the main objective is to create balance. Ascension is a planetary process, not something that is exclusively for Earth. Having said that, ascension is a very individual process for each being currently resident on Earth at this time. So to sum this answer up, Earth is on a course for ascension, but how that actually manifests is up to humanity. Of course, there are beings from other races, other times, other planetary and star systems with a huge vested interest in Earth's ascension, and they are doing everything possible to assist the Earth. There are also beings from other races, other times, other planetary and star systems who do not want to see Earth ascend. These beings come from the energy of power and control. This situation has been going on for billions of your years, yet in reality, the energy stands still for just the blink of an eye. Rest assured that from our perspective, the beings that wish to see Earth ascend and are indeed helping this to manifest are in the majority. The polarity to this on Earth is that the human beings who do not wish to see planetary ascension are currently those in control of the planet. They are members of the families of beings who are working against Earth's ascension. But we, those who are for the ascension process, are the ones in control in our realms. However, we cannot interfere with the free will of humanity. The prime directive in Star Trek, the program that many of you light workers have watched, that prime directive, the rule that there can be no interference with the internal affairs of other civilizations, is the truth, and a law we must and do abide by. It is the fact that this law was broken by a minority few that has caused such chaotic activity on Earth. We also cannot do anything to cause fear or panic within the human population, as these emotions are in direct opposition to the ascension plan and will hinder its process. Hence the mass fear being created within Earth's population currently. However, we can help this process if we are a human being existing on Earth ourselves, for we will then be helping our own affairs, as we are part of them. Hence why many of us have family members living as human beings on Earth at this time. Many of our family members know who they are, and even where they come from. Others may not know this yet, but they instinctively know what they must do. Others have not yet awakened to the true knowledge of who they are, and it is imperative now that those awakened ones who know the truth pass this knowledge to those not yet awakened. You will know who these humans are when you meet them, as they will be receptive to the whole ascension process, even if only at the cellular level. You are all a mix of several different races and species, and not a single one of you are native to Earth. Although your soul sparks, the very first thought of you and the essence of God may have originated on Earth. Your actual physical genetic makeup and DNA structure comes from a unique and very special mix that holds a very important energy. Human beings are unique and perfect, as small pieces of the all that is. This is why so many beings are so interested in you, especially at this time. You have the ability to do certain things that we cannot do. There are 4 major races of beings that have been used to create the human being. It doesn't really matter which being or family you belong to or which planet you come from. All this will be understood when the time is right. The most important thing now is what you must do in order to ensure ascension of planet Earth and its inhabitants takes place. Thank you for your questions, Pixie. And you may pass my words to your human friend, and know that those who need to hear these words will hear them, bringing you smiles and encouragement and strength, and sending you the energy of the sacred geometric shapes, and specifically the triangle at this time. I am the collective white-winged consciousness of 9.